Okie dokie. It appears I am now alive. Alright, everything audio there works. Connection is stable for now. Alright. Well, in that case, good evening, everybody, and welcome. Well, let me just turn the mic a bit, sorry. And welcome to tonight's Nimby Rail stream. Now, as you can see from this is the current save so far, and I'm really impressed with how much we built. I mean, okay, when you compare it to the entirety of Poland, it's not that much, as you can tell. But you know, we've got the most sort of important bit here in Warsaw and whatnot. Today, we want to try and build towards Lublin, because I've realised that if we can build to Lublin, we'll be able to have a first viable ice route. Because it would only call that... It would go from Lublin via Dublin, then up through Warsaw, and then continue straight down via Skierniewice, Kaluski, and Lodz for Brinsnia. Or should it terminate at Kaliska? I don't know. One of the two. One of the two. It's not too important which one it really terminates at, although... yeah, I mean, I would have the train terminate at one of the two stations. We'll decide on that for now. Anyway, let's put on me tunes. Hang on a second. If I can... Oh no, Have I changed the sensitivity on my mouse? No, I haven't. Okay. Yeah, me tunes. So, hello there, Bogdan, Neverbat, Elijah, and Journator. What was I going to say? Quickly regarding this, yeah, so I have a vote going on at the moment, because I don't know what train type to go with on this. I'm either thinking of having some Ice 1s and an Ice 4s, some Ice 2s or Ice 4s, or an Ice T. All of those are like the viable ice trains to go with, because the Ice 3, obviously no. The Ice 3 is the fastest one, and this is the fastest line speed on this route is 230 kph, which is achievable from, on our save. We'll be able to achieve it from Grodzisk to Skierniewice. So not that much of high speed, but you know, we could probably fudge Grodzisk up to Pruskow to 200 kph, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah. My day was alright, actually. Today I helped with passengers, some passengers, who were they going? Some British Chagosians, because they were coming into the UK after the ruling was made about their citizenship. So I was assisting with like a escort of them. They were nice. They were very nice people. Language barrier aside, but they at least knew enough English to know when I said hello and have a nice day, which is, as far as I'm concerned, good enough. British Chagosians. Hang on, let me just get this. Or is it Chagosian? There's the spelling for you. Pasted there. So, there's a... If you just... It's part of the British Indian Ocean Territories. The news has been rather quiet about it, so I can't fault you for not knowing. Which is a shame, because I do think more people should know about the this thing, because it's not exactly a sort of... Yeah, those islands. So it's near Mauritius-ish. Right, I think we can get 160 from here. Yeah, they were exiled from their islands in the 60s, and a lot of their descendants are now living in like Mauritius, Seychelles, near other nearby countries. But the UK made a ruling about giving it back to at least giving them the right to come to the UK or something like that. I haven't been following the news one-to-one because there's barely any news about it. But two, I'm not really the politics master. Hello there, Dutch photographs. Welcome to the stream. Yes, well, I wouldn't say fixed. They're just behaving, which is, as far as I'm concerned, good enough. I might need to get a new cable, because this is clearly an issue of the cable having a hissy fit, rather than the headphones themselves. But I don't have the, it's not that I don't have the money, it's that I'm focusing on other things, rather than, the headphones are not a priority at the moment. I guess the best way you can think about it is, imagine if your car radio had a fault. But I don't really need to fix... yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be nice to fix it, but I don't need to fix it right now. If that's the best way to describe it. Unless it was... Yeah, whatever. Yellow, yes, I'm back. How is it going with the build? Oh, well, we are building to Lublin. I know it's pronunciation, but I'm calling it Lublin just so people who can speak Polish, or at least understand Polish pronunciation, start having a slowly hissy fit. You're pronouncing it wrong. What are you talking about? I can pronounce words perfectly fine, like Chamonix. And Kiribati. That's a good one. I'll use that. There's quite a lot of background noise. In what regard? What happened? Because, I haven't done anything with the settings. We, increase the... Maybe if I increase the music a little bit. Just a little bit. Hearing someone butcher the German language is worse than eating our Prime Minister. Oh. Well, okay, I can at least pronounce most Dutch words fine. Or Germanic words. Oh, is there a station here? Oh, is there? That's a weird station formation. Let's look at the map. So keep going down. Oh, there is a station, and it is only a single platform. Oh, that's an interesting layout. We can hear your PC a tad more than usual. Weird. Maybe did I accidentally swap let me just try and look at my microphone settings quickly. Bear with. Did I change anything on that? No, I haven't touched any of these. Let me just do that. Adjust the gain a little bit. What about, is that a bit better? Yeah, well, we were talking about the, I was talking about the Caledonian Sleeper stopping there. Hello there, Crazy Shark. Welcome to the stream. We're just building towards Lublin today. And I have a vote going on about what ICE train we should use, because I don't know. All I know is that it shouldn't be an ice-free because the ice-free is too good. And the ice-free is only really viable for routes that it actually does go high speed on. Like, well, when I say high speed, I mean more than 250 kph. Otherwise, the other ice ones are more viable. Sounds slightly quieter, but I swear it's still louder than usual. What about now? Hopefully this is a little bit better. I didn't notice my mic was 2 decibels quieter. That was weird. Does it have to be an ice? Yes. Well, okay. Basically, in terms of... Oh, let me show you what I mean, okay? So if we take a look at our train types. Let's take... if we just quickly make a intercity formation, so... like a standard, so... 1, 2, 3... 4... 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is the intercity one. This is the intercity one, and in terms of its capacity, it's 644 over 290 meters, which isn't too bad, but... Huh? Oh no. Oh no. As soon as I say that, my headphones start having a hissy fit. Hang on. There we go. Anyway, where was I? So, yeah, the capacity of this isn't too bad, but then when you compare it to the Ice 1, 770... Well, actually, that's a 703, and it's faster. I have thought about Flickstrain, and I was thinking of putting it on another service, but this service to me is too good to put Flickstrain on. I have another devious service idea to put Flickstrain on, though. I'm going to keep it quiet for now. Will you put the Metropolitan on a service to, say, Berlin or Dresden? I'm not against that idea. I do like that idea, possibly. It could be like a Eurocity train service. Plus, the Metropolitan's cool. Yeah, I'm not against that. Like, I'm going to possibly... I do want to dip into Berlin, at least, on this save, when we reach there. One of those POIs. Oh, we've got all of... Oh, most of them are the McDonald's. And then you have stadiums and airports. I might add a few more later. I'm going to add universities and stuff as well. I need to add more of those. Yeah. I mean, with a save idea like this, I'm just surprised of just how relatively few I'm getting in terms of few jokes regarding World War II I'm getting in comparison. Polawe Kima. Or Kemia. Polawe Kemia. Gotcha. I assure you, Motorway, my Polish pronunciation is impeccable. As I shall now demonstrate by just reading out the stopping pattern on where should we do? The section from here to Radom. So starting from Radom Glony, the pronunciations of all these stations: Radom Potkanał, Kosow, Konstancy Radomski, Wolanow, Kronau, Podbor, Wieniwa, Skirzno, Przucha, Smogorzał Plizuski, Zgubcał, Blini Opolski, Druzga, Radis, Deba Opolsinska, and now alright, I'll stop. Okay. I've done enough damage to you. Why is my furniture floating? Magic! The computer is running away. Okay, so no more Polish pronunciations, I'm guessing. Just to preserve your sanity. How about? Duolingo, throw a couch at this person. I think I remember trying Duolingo after a Dutch passenger on a coach suggested it to me. Go figure. But I haven't tried it since, and that was like 2 years ago. say I thought it was a bad service or anything, but, you know, I just... My brain wasn't motivated more enough to use it. Through no fault of my own. I'm not going to, like, play the blame game. Polawi Misato has island platforms. Oh, if it does, cool. Oh, yeah, oh, that station here, oh. Presumably. What track outline add-on is that? There's a, it's on the workshop, you just have to type in, track, well, I forgot the name of it, but it is on the workshop. It's very easy to find. Dutch photographs. I should have probably... You know what I should have done with this vote? Have a surprise me on it. And make, instead, use the Ice L. And put Talgos. That'll shut everybody up. No! Don't put Talgos on our service. Yeah. You never know, a Talgo might appear on this save in the future. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Actually, funny enough, there is a legally distinct Talgo in this game. I would haunt you to the grave. But we do have a legally distinct Talgo. Where is it? It was called the Argon 70. So, here. So, it's basically the same, except it's got a slightly higher top speed for starters, but more importantly, more liveries, including Flickstrain. Yes, and you get high-capacity versions. Well, high-density versions, yeah. Although, I'm not too sure what the difference is between this and, like, a standard version, but whatever. Yeah. So we got a high-density version. This might appear up on our Flickstrain services. Even as a 300-meter long boy. Oh dear, that's terrifying. Okay, Jonator, how can... Why would you accept that? Out of curiosity. Also, hello there, Karas. Welcome along. Ice-free Neo. As much as I would like to use an ice-free Neo, the price. A single unit costs in-game $34 million. I ain't paying that. And if you want to run as a pair, then, well, yeah, lots of money. Good capacity, but loads of money. Make the poor suffer. Fair enough. Again, I do have a service idea for Flickstrain, okay? So, I do want to use Flickstrain on this save. There will be at least one or maybe two routes that Flickstrain will use. I think we even have, like, a legally distinct tracks we can use as well. Give me a second, hang on. So, if you just get the Argon set, just edit as custom train quickly. Yeah, oh yeah, we got the Grenadier Ilox. Like, a legally distinct tracks. Sadly, its top speed is only 200 kph. Oh, there's no Flickstrain livery. Boo! Boo! Stuff that, then. It'll have to be, a tracks. No, not a tracks. I mean, a Vectron or a... Yeah. The Vectron can do 200, and I think... The 183 can do... Yeah, good. There we go. We've got Flickstrain in it. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Flickstrain very buff. My streams are usually 2.5 hours. I don't really stream for like 7 hours like many other streamers do. But 2.5 hours is usually how long I stream for. So if you have to leave, then there you go. But thanks for coming along at least. Well, I can at least tell you the... Once I just build this station here, I can tell you the rough service idea I had for Flickstrain. Oh, the platform here is long. Oh, hang on a second. Do intercity trains stop here? Possibly. Why would I don't? I guess this will be. I don't know. I don't know. Should ice trains stop here? I'll think about it as we go along. Feels weird for them to stop at a station like this. Alright, see you later, Motorweek. Long platform. Well, I mean, it would be helpful for Flix train. Just wink. But yeah, one service idea I did have for Flix train would at least involve the same route. Rather annoyingly, Dutch photographs, most of my trains have actually got been rather reliable in terms of the service. So if I just take a look at, as you can see here, throughout the whole day, well, if we just take a look at that, the entire total delay on my network so far for late arrivals is only 14 minutes, and this is combined with every single train service, which is a shame. I know, I know, like. Yeah, regional express, definitely. But, the regional... I was going to have the regional express from Warsaw terminate at Dublin. But I guess I could terminate it at Lublin. I could get away with that, because then it could stop at more stops to help. And provide additional capacity. So, yeah, probably. Lifetime. Oh, okay. Well, obviously the delays are significant lifetime. But, yeah. But, in fairness, most services have been... Yeah. Nearly 2 million people have been compensated. No, 2 million people have been compensated, so... How about that? Order has been restored. So let me just sort out this station. I think I know what you meant, but I already showed the data. So, like, the train itself is, like, in terms of, the delays, like, services have been, thankfully, just not too bad. Because I'm threading it with some effort for once, instead of trying to be lazy. Also, I name all the stations at the end before anyone else. Before anybody asks, sorry. Considering how low of the bar the Mark 5s and Mark 5As were, I seriously doubt Mark 6 coaches will be any worse than that. Though I am open to be proven wrong. That is what a theory is, after all. Meant to do. Well, an experiment, I should probably clarify, not. Whatever. So, yeah, my idea for Flix Train, was this. So, I was going to start from... I was probably going to have the train avoid Washonnia and use, like, a curve here to go to Gdansk. And maybe, probably go somewhere else from there. I don't know, I was going to do something from there. But more importantly, I was going to start obviously from Warsaw and then continue down towards Lublin. And then, my top secret idea, well, maybe not secret, but more stupid idea, would be following this line towards, where is it? Where was I going to go? I was going to build to... Is this the right way? Is this the right... I think it is the right way. No, that's the wrong way. No. It was this way. Sorry, my apologies. Huh? What the heck? Where is it? Hang on, where was it? Where was the station? Was it here? I forgot where the station... I completely forgot where... I think... forgot where it was. I thought it was there. Where is the border? I mean, I'm on the border. Where the heck is... Where is this? Oh, hang on, is it here? No. I think... Where's the... There's a line that crosses... Oh, there we are. Yes, okay, here, sorry. Yeah, I was going to end here. Also, hello there, Spicy Pepper. I was going to end the Flick train here at the border of Ukraine. And then I was going to do a coin vote to ask, should this train go into Ukraine? Or not even like a coin vote, more just a community vote. Should this train go into Ukraine? And any person who votes Chernobyl or says go to Chernobyl is instantly getting like banned or something. Okay, I wouldn't do that, nah. Actually, where is Chernobyl? Oh. Send it to is it here? Where's Chernobyl? That doesn't look like Chernobyl. Where is it? Belarus. Oh yeah. It was near the border of Belarus. Near Pripyat. Sorry, I keep forgetting about it. Yeah, Pripyat. Come on, type. Come on. There we are. What's the cat? Oh, how many? Is there any actually a catchment area in this area? I'm curious. There is a catchment area. I mean, there are people living here, I guess. Do you perhaps know what? No, I don't know what that is. Dutch photographs. I was not. I was kind of surprised. I thought this would like have a complete zero. Radioactive waste disposal station. Fridge of death. It is an appropriate name. Yeah. I'm really confused as to how this classes as people like population. Like, how does this class as a population here? That's assuming they're alive. That's if they were living. Goodness me, because... Chernobyl. Yeah, I'm really surprised. Let me. If I just place the station here, it should have like a 0, I guess. 70. oh yeah. Hang on. Let me try. Here. 28. I think the population data is there because the pop map is also based on workplace data. Oh, sort of fly. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, well, anyway, back to a less contaminated region. A fair few people watched the reactor spewing out radiation immediately after the explosion on that bridge. Oh dear. Oh, speaking of borders, you can also there's a the border to Belarus is connected on the railway with the Polish railway network. It ends at Tiraspol, and then you cross over the river, and then you're in the city of Brest. No comment. Anyway, let's try and build to Lublin. Nah, we want to use... I don't even know if I'm going to actually go to Ukraine on this save, so at the moment it's sort of a... Indeed, that is correct, Bogdan. There's also a city with the same name in France. It does look like, at least on this service, we're going to be using E-Ice 1 and Ice, for Ice 4, so, yay for that. Very funny, very funny Dutch photographs. Yeah. I'm laughing my head off. I thought you said you were going. If you couldn't hear my computer fan, you'd probably hear the crickets from your jokes, but that's okay. Right, so... how far away from Lublin are we now? About a third of the way. Well, whilst I'm just building more stations, how's everyone's day been yourselves? Fine, and a mare. Well, you know, if a day is boring, that's a boring day is better than an event than a stressful day, I'd say. I went for a job interview at Greg's. Oh, wish you the best. Greg's is amazing. I love Greg's in the morning. There is nothing better in the morning than, well, I'm trying to think, like, what is my if I was like going out somewhere, my go-to thing in the morning is to get the sausage wrap bap thing from Greg's. Delicious, absolutely delicious. Out of 10. My favourite thing, also another thing I love about Greg's is when I went to Leeds 4 years ago, there was obviously a Greg's there. There was obviously a Greg's at Leeds, but on the way from the hotel to the station, we passed by 3 different Greg's on the way, just in case you forgot. I always love that. My college is closed for a few days because of water supply issues. Oh no. Someone's put lead in the water again. Oh. Oh well. Just seeing the votes now. I'm probably, once I'm like 5 minutes, or at least reaching Lublin, that's when I'm going to end the voting, so, so just in case you want the Ice Tea to win. Because it's basically between the Ice Tea and the Ice 1 and Ice 4. I guess nobody likes the Ice 2. Also, oh, speaking of jobs, I saw a vacancy from sod off fly. Let me just try and kill it. Ah! Yes, fly dead. Outplayed creature. So Greg's is also reasonably priced. Oh, yeah. Of course the college cafe is going to be expensive. How else are they going to make their money? What are you talking about, tuition fees? No. That's not going to fly. But as I was saying, regarding jobs, I saw a vacancy with West Midlands Railway for senior conductors at Bletchley. And for a brief moment yesterday, I was considering of applying for it, but my issue isn't so much that I don't think I could be a conductor, because I think I could be a good guard conductor on the train, but it's that I don't really want to move to Bletchley. Ignoring the fact that Bletchley is nowhere near London, so I'd be nowhere near anywhere of my family members. It's just I'm not motivated to consider moving to Bletchley. I've been there before, and it's just a mere town. I mean, it's not like they're supposed to be a non-profit. Yes, of course, I know, Vidro. And I even saw like an affordable masonette as well, but I just wasn't motivated to jump in and go, oh yes, I really want this. I really want this. I'd love to do the job, but I just don't want to live in Bletchley. And obviously I don't drive, so I can't live in Milton Keynes either. So yeah, it's a shame I didn't bother applying for that job. A job I also wouldn't mind consider doing would be a ticket office job at like a quiet station. So as an example, Upper Halliford, for example, that would be a nice station to work at as on a ticket office. I'm trying to think any others because I really just want to get back in the railway, because obviously I can't stand the airport. This company, and more my colleagues agree with me that the company I work for is garbage. And obviously the benefits are sod and all. Whereas at least on the railway, when I at least got the incredible benefits. All hail the mighty Priv. It's like the magic conch from SpongeBob, except even more magic. There is a union, but the union hasn't done anything enough to warrant my union spending. Like, the union to me hasn't done enough in the airport that I work at, obviously Heathrow, to warrant me joining it. Or to better put it another way, the job I'm doing doesn't really make it worth it. And the union have caused news. They've done strikes, and the strikes here multiple times are far worse than on the railway. Because when there's a railway strike, there's typically at least a week in advance notice, so you can go, okay, this is going to happen, I'll just, not use the trains, blah, 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 and whatnot. You can work with it. Plus, when a strike happens, let's say there's a Great Western Railway strike. Typically, on most services, especially in the southeast, there is an alternate way round it. Like, if you live in Bristol and you commute to Avonmouth, you're not going to go, oh, there's no way I can get to Avonmouth. You can get a bus. Annoying, but you can do it. What's the alternate way to go from London to Antigua? What's the alternate way? There is no alternate, unless you want to go, fly to, I don't know, maybe Atlanta or Dallas-Fort Worth and just cross your fingers. Maybe you can do a connecting flight that way, but but the thing is, regarding strikes. Oh no, not hedgehogs. Go away. I love how I got people commenting at the exact same time that the connections are just dying. Aww. But it seems stable on my end though, because it did drop a few frames. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on because it seems fine on the dashboard on my OBS thing, but the YouTube dashboard is saying it's not receiving enough data. So I don't know who's lying. Stupid website. You're back. Okay, that's good. But yeah, regarding strikes at my work, what typically ends up happening is I come in and they say, "Oh, there's a strike on." That's it. That's the best bit of notice I get. Oh, this station has a long platform as well. Ooh. So yeah, I just can't wait to leave this company if I can find another job. I really can't wait. Yeah, well, again, I'm not shocked by that. BT has been continuously screwing over my internet streaming experience for quite some time now, as you should be more than aware of. So, are you crossing the picket if you weren't pre-warned? Well, not. Well, the thing here is that the funny thing here, Pionator, is that because I start so early in the morning, I actually start and leave before the picket even gets set up. So it's kind of hard to cross the picket, even if I was. And plus, I actually have a very good motivation because for not striking, because what am I trying to say? In this situation, because of the job that I'm doing, I'm helping disabled passengers get onto planes. Essentially, that's the main aspect of my job, and navigate through the airport. If I go on strike, I am denying those people from getting the help they need, and I can't live with a conscience like that. I'm sorry. So, in that aspect, I just say, stuff the strikes and just go to work. Because it's not even me like trying to be like an evil Thatcher suck-up. It's more of a case of... Stupid. It's more of a case of, yeah, well, if you're in a wheelchair and you need to go on a flight to... you're on a flight towards Bermuda to pay respects to your dying uncle... exactly, you're not going to help. If you're not going to help, who will? That's the mindset that I have. Again, it's nothing to do with, smash the system. It's, yeah, we can smash the system in our own time, but not as long as we don't get innocent people involved. Cheers. Thanks. Yeah, the hedgehogs must have migrated over to your area, Crazy Shark. At least with the railway strikes, again, with most services that aren't like in the far north, there is typically an alternate, but at the airport, with the job that I'm doing, there isn't really an alternate job option, especially for people who need the assistance. Because a lot of people who request assistance, not all of them need a chair, some of them just need directions. I'm really annoyed, Generator, because that's actually a fantastic way of striking. It's an exceptional way of striking, because the service still runs, but we just, hey, we're not making you money, so you're losing money every day. That is a fantastic way of striking. Because it essentially forces them to go, oh crap, let's do something, because we're going to keep losing money, and then the bailiffs will come and take my house, and my greyhound. No! This is a shame. Plus, it's also it's the least violent, or least, like from the perspective of a passenger, least disruptive. NS displays are turning to dark mode. No! Hello there, 480 Studio. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I've got a poll at the moment for what ice-type train we should use between Lublin and Lodz. So I'm just listening to input regarding that. Because we're not using the Ice Freeze because they're too good and too powerful and too expensive. What do the new displays look like? Enlighten me, people. Aren't cultural differences fun? Well, Japan does a lot of good things and a lot of bad things. Whilst Japan has given us anime, all I have to do is say work culture, and that's it. Enough said. Working culture in Japan is just, yeah. I don't even need to make a joke. That is the joke. I doubt even the most weeaboo of weeaboos would defend Japan's work culture, or better yet, survive under Japan's working culture. Day shift education. I don't know what you mean by that. Sorry. I don't know. Could we get away with 200 kph on this section? I don't know. That's a. How far is it? Because we could get away with 200 kph. If I just do it as the crow flies. 16 kilometers. We could probably get away. Oh, of course. Oh, that don't even get me started. That derailment always just gets my mental blood boiling. I think we can. Let's see if we can get away with 200 kph on this bit here. I just, because that could save us like a minute and a half, maybe. So if I just increase that to 200. Oh, oh, darn it. Well, actually, I think if I just optimize this, we could actually get away with it. If I just swing it around a little bit. Smooth out the... Yeah, it is definitely the go-to example of just terribleness, really, of Japan. And its brutal culture regarding just... Yeah, punctuality is great, but it should never come at the risk of safety, or more specifically, just the punitive measures of that. Like, really, should not happen. But it did. And that's really tragic. Never mind fined and sued. It would be like... I feel like there would end up... Oh. What would happen if it was in the UK? Because has there been like a crash or derailment anywhere near that level of notoriety in the UK? Because, you know, Stonehaven isn't anywhere near as, for lack of a better way of wording it, bad as that was. Not to say it wasn't. The Great Heck? No, I don't know. Oh, definitely in prison. No, exactly. So it's hard to think of something in the UK, like any crash, derailment, whatnot, has it on that level in the UK. just... Oh. Yeah, I think probably Lambert Grove or Southall are probably like the closest ones. I'd say they escaped my mind for a bit. I probably agree with you on that. They're like the closest ones to like, oh crap, this is like that's a really yeah. Not to, oh, Clapham Junction. Clapham Junction was a bad one. It's probably the worst place for a crash as well. So yeah, okay, we can have a little bit of 200 kbh. I don't even remember the Quintil one. Okay, so that's what the new displays look like. Boo! Give me back light mode, you vampires. What is it with people wanting to make everything so dark? Get better eyes, said the person who likes... I don't really use dark modes on devices that much. Even if my battery begs for it. Screw you, I want to see I am not a vampire. There's also, there was also another incident, since you mentioned World War One, albeit not with the railways, that involved, basically punishment being avoided. That I forgot the name of it, but there was a, oh, wrong, hang on. There was a, they were testing a submarine off the Wales coast, or was it off Liverpool on the North Wales coast or something? And even though it's sunk in water that was so shallow that if it was turned upside, if it was like turned upright, the submarine would be sticking up. They just left them to drown and die there, just so they could revive, reuse the hull. The Navy did. I forgot the name of the submarine. That was a video I remember watching about it. And even then, even when they brought back the submarine and obviously retrieved all the bodies, it's still sunk in, in the Mediterranean. So rip. No, I've not been on the new DLRs yet. I haven't really gone out to do any spotting. I am going out with my friend for my birthday, but we're not going to London. Plus, it will be a very sad birthday present if I go out on a DLR train I haven't been on yet. I will be honest. Okay, we're almost at Lublin, so it won't be too long until the votes are over, people. The phone lines will close in some time. Oh, another station with 3 platforms. Okay. Enable. Okay, we're almost there at Lublin. We're almost there. I was actually surprised we even reached Lublin. I thought we weren't going to be able to reach it tonight, but yay! Okay, delete these. Alright, and that will be the end of what 200 kph running in towards Lublin. So I'm guessing we'll have to slow down to 150. I think, from here. 160, okay. Alright then, cool. Yeah, Lublin with only an hour and a half to spare. Indeed, I'm really surprised. I'm happy as well. You know what? I was actually thinking about adding an S-Bahn around Lublin, because I think it deserves it. I mean, in fairness, if we added like an S-Bahn with some of the services around here, it wouldn't be too out of the... it wouldn't be like completely out of the ordinary, for example. And I was going to vote on what train types to use, and I was actually considering of using some big old loco hold stock. So I was gonna think, what was I gonna use? I was thinking of using like the old Dostos, like the first and second generation versions. So these ones here. So I was thinking of having them in like 1, 2, 3, or even like maybe even 2 car formations on some routes, like on the old Dresden S-Bahn. I think, is it Dresden or the? Yeah, I think it was the Dresden S-Bahn. So I was thinking about using these. Add some of these as well. Yeah, old Dostos with old locos. So BR-143s, possibly. And maybe a cheeky BR-110 somewhere. No promises on that, but that's what I was thinking. It could be a fun idea. It also just depends on how many of the route lines are electrified. Because I can't remember. Is the line going south here electrified? Indeed it is. That line, however, isn't. So I'll have to chuck in some diesel trains. Woo! What about one line with an old Soviet loco? What Soviet locos were there from Germany? I'm just checking on the Nimby rails, because I know there's the BR-232 diesels. Those are like the Ludmilias. Those are like Soviet lads. Diskel. I've never heard of a Diskel. I'm trying to think what other locos of that era. Yeah, I mean, funnily enough, I wouldn't be against the idea of putting a 232. But hang on, are they compatible with push pulls though? That's one downside. Are they push pull compatible? I don't think they are. Again, I like your thinking, but I just don't know if they're push-pull compatible. Anyway, we're almost there. We're almost at Lublin. Does Nimby model the compatibility? No, not really. Well, not really. I mean, in fairness, Generator, you can just run a maglev train on these tracks if you want. But I'd like a little bit of sensibility on this save. Just a little bit. Alright, what's the speed limit now? Because we're starting to slow down a bit, I think. Okay, 140 from here. So it's 140, actually. There's nothing stopping you saying that a small pool were fitted with multiple working capabilities. Certainly, you know, I'm actually going to check, because I think they might have done. There's a good chance that they have done a push-pull service. Or have run as push-pulls. I would not put it past it, so I'm actually just going to check on Wikipedia right now. Oh, darn it. So I'm just looking through, because there are multiple versions. If I just type in push, dost, malt, so nothing in there. I'm just curious, because, again, I could at least believe it. True, but I think they would have used other locos at the time. Again, I'm not too sure. Because they have done passenger services in the past, but they were typically just like free off. They weren't doing push pulls. But the first versions of these trains lacked what's it called? Train heating. So obviously that would cause some slight issues in the winter. So people would just freeze. Right, I'm trying to find. I'm just looking through Wikipedia. Any other photos? Where is it? So, diesel electric locos of Germany. I'm trying to multitask as well. Oh, there we are. Let's see if we can find any here. 233. Take a look at 233. Also, this is another one of those locomotives that has a steering wheel like throttle for the throttle. Yeah, I always find that moderately entertaining. Where is any other photos of it doing a passenger service? It's realistically all I need to do. It's just that alone will help narrow down the search. Also, I'm going to try and multitask and actually connect more of this track up as well. DB class 232 Dosto. Let's see if I just type that in. I can't seem to find any photos of it with Dosto coaches. However, Jonator, I do know... well, Eurorunner was going to be like my third choice, but I was actually going to suggest another old German locomotive that is compatible with push-pull coaches, and that is the BR218. They can run... Those are like old locomotives, and they can run with push-pull coaches, just about. So we could get away with using those. Eurorunners would also be kind of cool. I think they can do push pulls. Because I think a few private companies have some push pull Dostos. We could probably use Alex, like the Arriva Alex. Like maybe Arriva could be in charge of running these servers, the S-Bahn equivalent services in in Lublin. That could be funny. Yes, because we could also have like one. Maybe the trains could run like as a 3 or 4 car formation, but one of them is the double decker coach for extra capacity and bicycle storage, which is the formation they do IRL. So it would be cursed, but not unbelievable. Yeah, I do like the livery actually as well. Eurorunner locos are kind of cool. I forgot what they sounded like, so I'll need to remind myself. But I do remember. I mean, obviously, I remember using them in Train Simulator, and they sucked. They were rubbish in Train Sim, but I always found them kind of cool. Okay, we are approaching Lublin. Yay! Let's save the game, just in case we have a power cut. Okay, it's time to build another big station, everybody. Which is going to take the rest of the stream at this point, knowing me. But alas. Okay. We have a train in Vienna that goes 016 double decker, 3 singles, double decker That's quite the formation, I must say. Very creative formation. Alright. Oh, no. Come on, 100. Will the Dosto coach be the driving coach or against the loco? Well, in this service, it would just be normally. It would just be like the Dosto would just be at the end. Hello there, Dybeston. We haven't seen you in a while. Welcome to the stream. I have just arrived at Lublin. We're building the line there. And thus, with Lublin complete, we'll be able to have our first ice train on the save. I'm feeling good. Thanks for asking. There we go. Alright, so that's the approach to Lublin. And then we can start flooding a high-speed line. Yes! The line towards either Krakow or Katowice, I think, is definitely candidates for ice-free territory. That's for sure. Undeniably. My birthday's next week, turning 18, buzzing. How you got on the server, I have no idea. Well, anyway, happy birthday for then. My birthday is coming up in a few days' time. Okay. In Adelaide, they have a train that goes DVT locomotive that isn't really one because passenger seats and such classifications, so it says... Right. Okay. So just a creative formation, gotcha. Oh, stupid headphones, behave. How you got on the server? What do you mean? Well, because haven't you noticed that I said that you must be 18 or over to be there? That's what I said. I think I let you slide just to make under the condition that you behaved, and I think you did just survive. Ooh. Oh, I still got a bit of my tea left. Ah, very nice. Okay, so let's lay out the station now. So it shouldn't be too difficult. Because even though this is a major station, it's not like the station size isn't that big in comparison to other ones. So that helps a lot, for sure. Some Amtrak services use an F4... Oh yeah, the F40 engine ripped out and a roller door put to act as a cab and baggage car. Oh yeah, I do remember that. I think they call them cabbage cars. I always find that it's a good idea. It's a cool idea for sure. Very resourceful. Instead of building like expensive cab cars, why not just take trains that we're not going to use and make them cab cars? Genius. Good idea. Like, good idea out of 10, America. Can you imagine something like that happening in the UK, though? Let's say you take a Class 47 and you turn that into a DVT. Oh, that'll be weird. Right, I'm actually going to have the platform a bit longer here, again, just to make sure that the applicable train types can fit in. Some of our buses in Northampton, the older ones, for the next stop lines and announcements and until standard programs that they are done, the only thing they say are welcome aboard and bus stopping. Yeah, it happens. I've seen that happen as well. It sort of happened with the active travel 153s. Well, for starters, I don't actually remember what that was, but more importantly, if the engine was running, then I don't think it counts. But I do see what you mean, sort of, ish. I never rode the 144 Evolution, so no opinion. If they wanted it to be successful, they should have done it earlier. They waited way too long for it to you know, before to make it a thing, if you ask me at least. Right, let me just check the speed limits again. Seems to make sense to me. Good. I'm gonna actually just rename Lublin now before just because that name is just really annoying me. It's not obvious. Let me just adjust. There we go. Also, what's stopping Northern keeping a couple 158s around and turning them into bike coaches to be used on the Southern Carlisle or Cumbrian line when the new trains come in? A good idea if they are compatible with the new trains, because I don't. Because are the 195s compatible with the 150s or Sprinters? To my knowledge, I don't think so. But it's a good idea, though. I do like that idea. It's just, do Northern think it's a good idea? Find out next week. Right, let me just take a look at the speed limits again. So 140. Yeah, there is nothing wrong with it, but again, would Northern actually do that? I mean, jokes aside about North spending, would they actually consider doing that? I think it's a good idea, because it's not like people going to the Southern Carlisle line aren't gonna, like, in the area of the Southern Carlisle line, they aren't gonna be, like, doing sightseeing, hiking, or cycling in the area. So I think having something to assist with that would be a benefit, a positive benefit overall. Not 65 meters, 5, thank you. I doubt Northern would, but I reckon you could convince Transport for Wales to do something similar. Well, again, I do think it's a good idea for either company, but it's all dependent on if they can be bothered or will be bothered, or if the piggy bank says yay, go ahead, or nay, don't go ahead. Oh, this headphone wire is going to drive me insane. Goodness sake, I hate this headphone wire! Let's make sure on the tracks. Good. Just a random question. What is your favourite metro subway station? Ignoring if it's actually reliable, just based on design. Okay, good. That's an interesting question. I like that. So it's basically, what station is your favourite in terms of like subway or metro or whatever station is your favourite in terms of aesthetics? Again, a very, very interesting question. I'll need to think quickly, because there are some candidates. For example, whilst I've never been to Russia, a lot of the Russian metro stations there look extravagant. But I can't think of that one off the top of my head, so I'm going to ignore those ones. But, that's a really good question. that's a really good question. Because I can think of... Oh, man. I need to get back to you on that. Oh, sorry. Oh, I misread your... You know what? I misread your question. I'm blind. Sorry. A train. Okay, sorry. But it's still a good question either way. Sorry about that. I was not paying attention. So, in terms of train, like, my favourite metro train in terms of appearance... It's a little bit easier to answer. No, let me just I'm just going to quickly go through my pictures quickly, just as a quick reminder. Because, I'll just go to media, trains, videos. Well, the new trains that are going to be entering service with in the Paris Metro. Excuse me. The MF-19s, I think they look fantastic. I'll quickly get a photo of, is there any other photos on the Wikipedia, or is... I just want to see if I can get a really good photo. Okay, there's only the one. Minus the livery that they've got here, just because I think they're just promoting it. I think when they get painted into the Ile-de-France livery, I think these will look fantastic. These things here. So I really like how the lights look on the front of the trains. I also like how they sound. I do think they'll look a lot better when they get the normal Ile-de-France livery. I think this is just like a promo livery. I think this is a really good looking metro train. Let me quickly think of any other candidates. I can sort of see that. I can see what you mean. They do look a little like a boxy version of that, yeah. It is moderately entertaining how the metro trains in Paris still have levers for the doors. It is really funny to me. If we go back to station, I really like the aesthetics of some of the metro stations in Paris again, on the newest lines extension, like the Line 14 extension. The stations look really nice. And what people tend to do is open the doors before the train has stopped. Yes, that still happens. I do love the look of the modern stock from Hamburg. On the Hamburg S-Bahn or the Hamburg U-Bahn? Which ones? Just so we know I'm looking at the... Just so I can double check the right rolling stock. Oh, the Osaka Metro 6000 series. Let me double check what they look like. I've never seen them before. Rolling stock. I can't see a 6000 series. I can see the 30,000. Then I've got the 400. Then the 66 series. Okay, U-Bahn. Frankfurt U-Bahn. Gotcha. No, Hamburg U-Bahn. Silly Billy me. Oh yeah, I do like how the DT5s look as well. Yeah, they look pretty cool. Yeah, good choice. Okay. So that line will head into the sidings and depot to shove the trains away. Still, that was a very good question, 480 Studio. Thank you very much for asking that. A good question comes every now and then, and I really like answering those ones. I think I personally would pick the Berlin F87. I have to double check what those are, so I'm just googling those quickly again. Oh. Oh, okay, those ones. I actually do remember seeing a picture of well, I think it was the which rolling stock? I think it was the H one. Yeah, the H class. I remember seeing pictures of the H class. It was the first Berlin metro train I saw in a book about subways around the world. And I think, considering how old this book was, these trains were brand new. It was like saying, yeah, these trains are revolutionary because you could walk through them, through the interior. It's like one of the yeah. The first new train after the fall of the Berlin Wall. Alright, that'll do. I'm going to increase this a little bit. I just forgot to switch because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I like the HK, the H streams, but they just seem so run down and old. Well, surprisingly, they're much older than you would expect because they were built in 1994. Much to my surprise, I thought it was the early 2000s, but no, 1994. I think some of these switches I can increase the speed a little bit on because that would be a bit too slow otherwise. Yes, exactly. They are much older than most people would initially think. Though I still enjoy the 1996 stock, not so much the 95 stock, because the seats in them are crap. Well, then again, not that I'm expecting golden tier seats or anything, but you know, decent seats would be nice. Holy crap, you finished it! Oh wow. Oh, sorry, I was just responding to something else that I definitely cannot show on stream. Oh goodness, if I do, damn. Shadow Realm banishment on the spot. Oh goodness. Alright, well the north is sorted out, and I'm now just going to quickly add the bay platforms. Well, he's asking me if I want to change anything, but I can't check it now. I'm busy streaming, mate. Give me like an hour. One thing I do find funny is that whenever people say about how frequent the Victoria line is, I feel like they need to see how frequent the Northern line can be. Because I remember still seeing one day when I was at Stockwell, I remember seeing two trains that were 30 seconds behind each other. Definitely, at least like 25, 30 seconds behind each other. They had to be. No bloody idea, Generator. And whilst I do miss the A stock, I'm one of those people who misses the A stock, but I'm glad the S stock is in use. Because I do think the S stock is superior in more ways. Like, I know nostalgia is a hell of a drug. And I still love the A stock. It was a train I loved when I was younger so much that when they were getting rid of it, I wrote a poem out of sadness. I haven't even done that with the Eurostar. That's how much I like the A stock. I wrote a poem to express sadness. Oh. I don't get why some people complain about the London Underground seats. Have you been on any other metro train? Well, I have. Like the metro trains in the Netherlands, like on the Rotterdam, not the Rotterdam metro, the Amsterdam metro. The seats are just plastic. They're pretty much just plastic. So yeah, I guess people are just whining and stuff. The thing here with me, Crazy Shark, is that the newest Amsterdam rolling stock, the newest about, because obviously I just brought them up. We both brought them up at the same time. The thing that really irks me about them, well, not really irks me, I just find weird, is that they look almost exactly the same as the ones that came before. That came, like, the newest ones before that. Which would make sense, in a way, except that they're both built by different manufacturers. Like, the first ones were the Bombardier and Alstoms, and then the ones after that are CAF. And they sound different as well, but they look almost exactly the same. It's so weird. Imagine if Wrightbus came up with a new bus that just looked like the Enviro 200. You just go, wait a minute, something's not right here. Well, we've almost finished Lublin already. Oh wow, I'm actually impressed. I just got to set up some of the signals and stuff, and then we're done. A number of the platforms. Yeah, we've pretty much done Lublin. There we go. Yay! Lublin done. Except the yard, but stuff. We'll do the yard later. Not important for now. Okay, I didn't think that was going to be... It was really easy. See what I mean about how easy a station can be when you don't have to worry about 9 million platforms? Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See? 7 will suffice. And there'll be more than plenty enough for our S-Bahn trains as well. Hello, Kurumi. How you doing? Maybe, yeah, possibly. That could be a good way of maybe like one way of looking at it. It's just, I just find it weird. Alright, let me number the platforms. Because again, they got really weird numbering of platforms here in Poland land. 1, 2, 3, 5. 3, 5, 7, 4, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's no 6. Oh well, who needs a platform 6 anyway? Oh, fantastic. Let me just add last few signals and then everything's... We're ready to build and possibly add our ice trains. I heard that West Midlands Metro is using the unused stock temporarily for a trial. Oh, I guess they finally realised... Oh, dude. Oh, we got, like, St. George here, man. Should we, like, put a train there? Oh, I dunno. I dunno. Anyway, let me just set up the signals to behave. I feel bad for not voting the Ice 2 just because I feel bad out of respect, but I voted the Ice 1. Fair enough. Which looks like that's going to be the one that wins because we can finish the vote now. Like, we built to Lublin. That one, the Ice 1 and Ice 4 is the one that's going to win. Well, he has won because I've obviously just finished the vote. So, when I say ice ones, let me explain. So, we're going to be using like the full-length ice one, lads. So, where are they? Where are you? So, we're going to be using them at their 357-meter length. Like, that's what I would consider the full length, so the 12-car version. And ice fours will alternate, maybe... We'll use... Well, you probably use the... Ooh, I don't know. I'll do a coin flip because both of these are good in terms of capacity. We'll either use the XL or the XXL version. Yes, I'm not gonna. I might chuck in the refurbished one on another service, but not here. This will be way too demanding for that. Okay, well, let me name the rest of the stations, and then we can finally like have our trains running and build this, because I need to name these stations here. Oh, darn it. So, Lublin. Lublin Polkney. Is that what the station's called? Nope, wrong one. Did I miss a station? Why do I feel like I missed a station? I'm going to be in Birmingham this weekend. My sympathies all taking West Midlands Railway to Birmingham. Well, I'm not going to be in Birmingham, but I will be going past Birmingham just in general. I feel like I've just missed a station, because I got one here that's called Stasin Polny, but I can't see it here. And I don't think that is it. I'm going to look on the map again. I couldn't have missed a station. No, Lublin Zakochny. I was thinking that. Yeah, silly, really. Okay, so I didn't miss a station off. It's just not on the save here, on the Wikipedia page of the route map. Which is dumb. We try check again. Yeah, it wasn't on the. I guess it's just because it was a new station and they forgot to add it in. Okay, there we go. So Stachin Polny, where are you? I did think about upgrading to standard premium because it's only $14 pounds. But is there much point? Not unless you want a better seat. I wouldn't I wouldn't give any more money to Avanti than they already have. Greedies. What's it? So once we name all these stations, we'll build the track, and then we'll finally have all of our ice trains hopefully running. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to thread it, but I think we can do it. Sadruki, Sheshalis, now. Nales Cow. Clementois. Oh, hang on. No, this is supposed to be another stone. No. Whoops. I almost cocked up there by naming it incorrectly. This is Clementowis. Don't worry, Avanti has to charge high because they lose a large amount of compensation. I don't care. They don't deserve more money than they already get from us. Dumb company. Oh, they got a station called Pozog, which is only one away from Pog. Well, only a few words away from Pog. Thank goodness that isn't the name it went with. So, Pozog. Then we've got Polen. Then Polen Miasto. Bring Virgin back. Yes, I agree. Bring back Virgin. I'm presuming this station is called Chemia because it's near a chemical plant of sorts. That's my guess for the name. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I need to add the station here. Oh, yeah. Whoops-a-daisies. Oh, I better add that station quickly then. We'll have it at 80 kph on the track. So, yeah, look at that. I almost forgot a station. Yeah, it is. I usually see it quite empty as well, Generator. It's kind of amusing, really. Do you want to pay more money just to get a slightly better seat? No. Dang it. Right, so pull our way Azotti. Sometimes when I go to London, because on my any permitted ticket, I take Avanti sometimes in standard class. Of course. Well, yeah, of course. I know. Like when there's no ticket checks, it's very easy to travel all the way to all the way to London. Well, even as long as the barriers are open. Oh, come on, headphones, behave. Thank you. So yeah, I'm just going to have the switches a bit faster. You know, it's been a while since I've got catering on board a train. Now that I think about it. Pity. Wait, hang on. Wait a minute. There we go. What the heck? What's this? Have I got this track mixed up? I think I did. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, I almost got it mixed up. Okay. I always book the same seat in Avanti. Coach B table seat, never crowded because people are too lazy to walk. Oh, it's Cobalt! Hello, Mr. Cobalt! How are you doing? We finally built to Lublin! We built to Lublin Gloney. And we're going to be adding our first ice train. Hopefully, once I'm just sorting out a few other stations around Polowy. And then we'll finally have our ice trains. Pronounce the U as an O. Nah, I'm good. I don't know what you want about. Why? I think my pronunciations are just fine. Isn't that right, Deblin? uh, there was another Polish guy. Wait, it was right? Oh, darn it! No, my joke. There was another Polish guy who claimed I was, who basically begged, because he begged me to stop earlier with my impeccable pronunciations. Oh, actually, I'm glad you're here, Cobalt, because I added a service behind your back. I mean, everyone's back. So, I've actually built to Modlin Airport. And instead of just having the train terminate at Modlin, I built an airport link just for you. So it goes to the airport and it uses Stadler flirts. In fact, this one runs every 2 hours, 24/7. Yeah. So I have a new Audi for the fleet. I have an edit I need to finish to post for 9:55. Oh, have fun. Good luck on whatever you need to work on. So see you later, Kurumi. Thanks for coming along. Yeah, I'll just need to sort out this station here. Oh, wait, still, congratulations on the new Audi. It was an A4 again, right? Or an S4. I couldn't remember which one. One of the two. I gave a character from a book I'm writing an Audi S8 as a rental. I've always liked the sort of Audi, like, I've always liked the A8 more specifically than the S8. I just like a big luxury car in general. So, good choice, Jonator. So I was looking for an S4. In the end, I got a top spec A4 with a V6. Good enough. Close enough, I guess. At least it's not like an M-line BMW or anything, and you try to masquerade that as like a BMW M3. That is when it becomes a criminal offence. Alright, so next up, Golab, and then Skolki Borawa. There we go. So former Audi Demogor, full history, and I have a receipt for a deposit loaning it to Hammond. The implications. Alright, let's build and watch the money instantly evaporate. So save, just in case I cock up. To reply to Karas, hi there, I'm the, what's it called? I'm the low emission zone. How are you doing? Enough said. Right, let's build. Alright. Also, when do I pay my loan back in the game? Hang on. Oh, July. Okay, I've already paid the last loan. Okay, good. So I'm not going to go bankrupt when they want the money. Yeah. This new car is top of the bracket. £500 a year, but it's ULEZ. Good enough. Again, also you'll live. Just, well, hopefully. Alright, can we afford all of this? I'm having my doubts. Please. I mean, I probably could afford the track, but I definitely won't be able to afford the train. Fine. No! Speed! Come on. Print more money! Quickly! Print more money for me! Let's play a game of how much this Audi would have cost if its owner were to buy it, actually ever sold it by a dealer. So far I'm getting a whopping 18 MVG. Very, very nice. You can't build that. You know. Ah, yes. Of course. My friend, when I was making jokes about how expensive things are in Nimby Rails, just sent me a whole bunch of, like, money-related memes. So, I still remember that. So, we need an extra $28 million. Well, you know what I say. Well, I'm just gonna wait. So whilst we wait for the money printer to do its thing, anything else? Any other news? Oh, I can check my picture. Double check to make sure the stream is not showing it. Good. Ooh, I'm surprised at how fast he drew this. Oh, this is so funny. I love this. Oh, this is great. He did a fantastic job. Notice some missing punctuation. Sir would like invisible light. Oh, I love that. I love that bit there when they were talking about the colours with the cars and stuff. I at least knew what you were referencing. Oh man, this is great. Nice little early birthday present. Right. Ran a car vertical check with a mate's discount code. The perks of knowing content creators. Then when it came up, it got to 3,200 quid, which is insanely low. Joined the big, got it 4K flat with fees. Woo! You made it. I was actually thinking of making a bingo card, actually, Bogdan. I was really thinking about that, because I think it could be fun. We need 10 more, we need to make more money. Come on, speed up. More money. Let me just slightly increase passenger demand. Just to 50%. Just a little bit more. We can handle it, just. Oh, by the way, I haven't actually built all of Walsall's Centralna station because it was too expensive. So I only built the inner platforms until I can afford to build the outer ones. I was going to wait until somebody pointed it out, but because no one really noticed, I thought I'd just say right now. Besides, I only have a few trains running through there at the moment anyway, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. Alright, now we wait. Just more. Need more money. Come on, money printer. Print me my money. If I drove, I think my dream car would still be an E-Class estate. Because I've always had the mindset, like, if I could drive, that would be my dream car to get, because I want a car with a big boot to help Mum with shopping. That's always been my mindset. But not an AMG one, it'd just be a standard one. I don't need an AMG. Yeah, I've always just loved estate cars, just in general. They're very practical. I don't need like an SUV, just... Can it carry some? Can it carry the shopping from Tesco? Yeah, car good. Come on, print my money. Make my money grow! Oh, come on, money printer. We're almost ready. Of course, the biggest challenge we'll have with this service will be threading it through LODs. That's going to be pain in the arse. And also, what else is going to be tricky? Threading it through there, but also... I need to work out how many trains we'll need, because I'm going to have the service run every 2 hours. Because I don't think there are any ice routes that run, I don't think there are any that run, like, every hourly and stuff. I saw a Disco 4 for $7.5 grand when I was on my way to the Greg's interview. If I had $7.5 grand, I'd have been at that dealership. I'm trying to think, like, if there was, what other car would I get? If I could, like, afford it. Like, assuming I could drive, if I learned to drive, and I would go and buy, like, a car I would live with, what would I choose? Because, again, my mind still keeps going to estate cars. I can't get them out of my head. I can't think of, oh, we've got enough money, I think. Almost. Yes, alright. Build. There we go! Now, I'm going to run the game through quick anyway, because we still don't have enough money to buy our trains, lol. But, good enough. This is good enough. Yeah, again, it's just like, I can't think of a reason not for me not to get an estate car if I was to get a car. I'm just going to call it Ice 10. Lublin Lods. So we used Ice 1, I'm going to increase this to 650. And then I'm going to make this 1550. 14. 13. And 35. I'm going to make the colour a bit lighter blue. Yeah, again, that is definitely something Cobalt is right about. Like, estate cars are better. Remember, Stronator, a stopped clock is right twice a day. Okay, now we'll make the stopping points. So yeah, we'll have it stop. Oh, that was close. I nearly had these the wrong way round again. So yeah, we'll stop here at Nala's Cow. Cock. Oh, he fixed it. Okay, brilliant. Yay! Alright, where's the island platform that I made the same mistake on? Oh, here already. Oh, look at that. Great. Nala's Cow. Deblin. What do you mean you can't find a pot? Oh. How many times do you have to teach this lesson, old man? There we go. Deblin. Deblin. Pilawa. I'm not going to make it stop at Otwok. Screw you. Make it go fast. We've got to go quick. I just realised another problem. I forgot to build that. I forgot to build the track. Oh no! If we don't build that, then they can't get into water. I am a Greek. At least we can afford this. Yep, MHD. Oh, and I nearly forgot this. Oh. There we go. Right. There we go. I'll just follow this again. So it gets in here. Should be able to use platform 8. I'll work out alternate platforms in a bit later. Then Walsall Centralia. No, not Centralia. Walsall Zachodnia. Then you gotta go quick all the way to Skirnowis. That stuff Skirnowis, I'm not gonna make it stop there. Should I? Nah, it's major enough. We'll make it stop there. If you're an actual civil engineer, you'd have more no tea and biscuit meetings than if you were a driver. Well, it's hard to argue with my impeccable skills. Also, I realised I need to make this platform a bit longer. Because the ice one is a bit longer as well. So we need to make these platforms 357 and... I think we can get away with it, maybe 112 and 113 car. Well, come on, Cole. Well, we had a vote. If you were here earlier, Cobalt, you could have changed history. I had a choice of either Ice 1 and Ice 4, Ice 2 and Ice 4, or Ice T's. And if people were misbehaving a lot, I probably would have voted. I probably would have made the vote with the Talgos. None of these are right. Oh boy, Cobalt, what train would be right for this long-distance intercity service? Daniel says with a predictable frown appearing on his face. Oh. Well, the Velara D is too good for this service because it's not 300 kph running, so it wouldn't be viable enough in my opinion. Plus, it costs a literal arm and leg. 374. There we go. Right, they'll fit. There we go, good. Wow, are you saying my farming state does not deserve a Volaro D? Yes. Well, Cobalt, let's say, you never know, when we got enough money to build this line, this high-speed line, down towards, where is it? Katowice? Yeah, to Katowice. You never know, a Volaro D might appear on that line. Or a Talgo train could appear on that line. You never know. You never know. Katowice is the Polen equivalent of Birmingham. I'll be sure to give the give it a good home then. I'm going to vote for the Talgo just to spy. Alright, so, the Lodz with you and Fabriznia. Should it terminate? No, I think I'll make it terminate at Kaliskia. It's the worst city in Poland. Well, I'll be sure to be using the correct trains for its S-Bahn services when we reach there, okay? Just for you. A Volaro D Flix train? That's disgusting. How could they make it that bad? That'd be an interesting... oh. The platform... Oh yeah, the platforms are long enough for those train types. Okay, false alarm, never mind. Alright. Oh yeah, I haven't told him about that. Yeah, I'm going to give Lublin an S-Bahn. Possibly using old Dostos, like the 1970s ones. I love how it's making it avoid Warsaw with the routing of Nimby rails. So, if it was to... I'm trying to see... Stop suggesting good train. Yeah, no good trains. We must have... Well, I like the ice one. The ice one's good. Alright. Yeah, platform 6. And then what platform? Don't go on the slow lights. Goodness gracious me. I think it would have to use platform 1, I think. Okay, and then just couple 12 rail. How can a rail bus do 230 kPa? Well, unless you put nitrous in the engine. Alright, so we've at least built the line. Now I need to set up some aspects of it to prevent people from hopping on it for like short journeys. There we go. With a big enough... Canoes can live entirely on class 424s. Oh, so Katowice doesn't deserve 387s. Yes! Or why am I cheering at that? I don't know. Layer's job with this commission. I love it. Great. Oh, thank goodness people can't see my screens. Right, so... How do you... So, passengers will only board if they plan to ride for at least this amount of time. I'll work that out in a bit. Couple 5 paces and a jet train to make that a nice service. Very interesting ideas. I must give credit for. Right, so let me just do a quick test then. Yeah, exactly, Jonah. You can just get a winch. Problem solved. Right, so ice 10 Loveland. So we'll do a quick test. And then we buy our first ice one for it. 14 coaches. Yeah, good. We can just afford this. Great. Here we are. Here's our first ice lad. Let's see. Double checking. Get first class and a restaurant with no passengers capacity. But no matter. So, how many trains? Looks like we'll need 3 trains for this service. Probably. So we're going to make 1 minute 30 times there. At least 30 minutes turnaround time. Oh. Okay, at least 20 minutes turnaround time. Good. And in the opposite direction, a longer time at Washomnia. Excellent. All right, so we've at least got the we need 3 trains, which is fine. So that's okay. But now we need to do the hard bit, which is the threading. This is the bit where in Nimby Rails that separates the boys from the men. That's for sure. So let's take a look at our first one. Platform 1. So we need to go through the whole line. Well, first of all, make sure. Yeah, okay, that's good at least. Okay. So we don't have to worry about anything until we get to Warsaw. Thank goodness. So we just need to investigate Warsaw in that direction. Actually, I'm going to make it use platform 6 at Washomnia. Makes a little bit more sense. Hello, Spicy Pepper. I'm just threading this train. Alright, so 6. Platform 12. Good, it jumps ahead of the RE3. That's good. Please turn off the Macca's POI mod. It has basically no power and it just lag. Oh, fine. I'll hide it just for you. What if I turn them into another one, like a shopping curve instead? There we go, and I'll just hide it. There we go. Maybe that'll help. Okay, so in this direction, it jumps ahead. That's good. Good, because I was really worried about that. And at Centralna. Platform 2. Yep, that's good. And in the opposite direction, it's also good as well. Great. Fantastic. Where is my... where are you? Where are you? So it still jumps ahead of the Kotno one. Hmm. 1522. Uh... 1238. Where's RE1? Okay, jumps ahead of the that's good. What about the intercity? Where's my intercity? Oh, it doesn't stop here, doesn't it? No, it goes. Okay. Well. Now let's check here. Oh, cack. Platform 2. Oh! Oh, there it is. Here's the problems beginning. This bloody thing. In the platform 1 direction, on the other hand, it seems okay. 53. 20, 50. Oh, it's almost mirroring the original Express. That's perfect then. What about in the opposite? So I need to fix it in the opposite direction. Mm, 906. This presents a problem. Quick no run. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out other services first before I adjust the timing on that. Otherwise, I'll just be here all night. Right, Lord's policy. 41. What the heck? What? You stupid train! No! No, no, no! Bad! Bad game! Go back this way to Fabritsnia. Thank you. Oh. It can't turn... can't turn around from that platform. But why? It should be able to. Yeah, why can't it? It should be able to. What? Why? Please don't tell me I missed another switch. So let's just start from this platform here. Yeah, it should be able to do that. It should be able to. Oh. Okay, fair enough. All right? 1-0 game. I missed yet another switch. I'm useless. Anyway, where was I? Yes, policy. Okay, it frags in there perfectly fine. So, platform 1, that's the one we need to look at. So it's 4 minutes behind the stopper. If I make it 5:15, what about that? $20.45. When does it catch up to it then? Alright, enjoy your time at the aeroporto, my friend. Thanks for coming along as always. Cobalt. I was going to finish soon anyway. But thank you. Alright, that works. It's only 5 minutes behind. So we could probably... 5:14. Good. Don't put yourself down, Anne. You're not useless. You're good at being a butt monk. I must go to Rhodes, then empty the path first, then back. Fun, fun, fun. Never been to Rhodes. Don't think I will. Don't even know where Rhodes is. I have a road near where I live, though. So... 59... 46. Right, hopefully that works. So it doesn't completely catch up with the other train. It's in Greece. Ah, cheers for the reminder, thank you. Okay, it's a little bit better now. 5:18, I think, would work. So it shouldn't completely slow down. Okay, good. Alright, that works. Okay, threading complete! Mission complete! So, 5:18, 11, 17, 23. Good. 23... No, not 23.5. That'd be a weird time. Say. Okay. Timing done on that one. Now we need to do the one that starts at Lodz. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I was not paying attention. No. No. Platform 1 direction. Oh, bollocks. Alright, hang on. 17. No, not... And maybe if I increase the turnaround time at Kaliskia. That did not help. Reduce the turnaround time. Helps a little bit more. That's good enough. And 25? Oh, even better. Fantastic. Yay! Alright. Okay, now I do the service starting up there. So 5:47 from Lodz. So this one we'll use an ice 4. Well, actually, the first one will start at Kaliskia. Might as well. Kaliska. 8:13, 7, 6:13. So 6:13. $6:13, 9:03, uh, 5, 7, 9, 11. 5, 7, 9, 11. Hang on, have I done this wrong? How can it... 9... If it arrives there at 9... Oh, I'm confused. I think have I confused myself? I feel like I might have confused myself with those timings. Because it should be every 2 hours. Oh, that's why, yeah. Silly me. So why is it doing that then? I got the timing wrong. Okay. There we go. This train planning thing's a lot harder than it looks. So 9:17. Alright, there we go. And then we'll have one that starts in Lodz. No, I mean, not Lodz, I mean, Warsaw. So, platform 1. So, 5:36. And this will use, oh yeah, well, and we need to buy our other ice, the Ice 4. We'll use, the XXL. Not just bad, but corrupt. There's lots of corruption there with one of the terrible incidents. Is there another fly? I thought I just saw another fly. I killed you. You can't just reanimate. That's just hacking. Alright. Is he 13 car, not 14. So yeah, this is the 13 car one. I don't have enough money to buy the final train, but we at least have enough to run our services. So let's see. So we have our train just snoozing here. We'll see how bad this gets. We'll just quickly see this and then we'll just end the stream. That's a Mr. Fear. My dad tried to get me into Captain Scarlet, but I couldn't when I was younger. Shame. Alright, let's see how this goes. 200, yep. Ooh, look at that, people! We're bringing in the money! Bring in the packs! And this train has to go this way round because of the stupid junction layout here. Right, please don't catch up, please, please, please! Welcome to Deutsche Bahn. Alright, well, hopefully can save some journey time up, speed. Alright. Nope. gonna be late. Fan-bloody-tastic. Well, if people were wanting a Deutsche Bahn train to be late, here you go. Yeah, I know. I probably could install some cheeky passing loops as well. That'll help. Oh, look at that passenger Lublin. And Deblin. Super busy. And Pure. This train is full to the brim. Oh, look at that. We're going to be bringing in the money, mates. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. Finally, printers. Delicious money printing. Yes, we just beat this. Thank goodness. Thank Deadle for that. Yeah, I think we could increase the line speed on that section to 200 as well. But on the plus side, again, we are bringing in the money. Delicious. Alright, well, that'll be it for tonight, because I think... oh, thank goodness it overtakes that as well. So yeah, that'll be it for tonight, everybody. So thank you for going on. I'm going to optimize this train, and hopefully... hopefully it should be the one that's bringing in the most money. Almost. Still, yeah, thank you everybody for coming along to tonight's stream. Made some great progress. Oh, my ice one. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming to tonight's stream. Speak to you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Right, where's the end stream button?